Oh, Drake starting the year off crazy as hell. Drake and Aiden Ross named in a federal RICO lawsuit against online gambling platform Stake claims that they worked with companies to prey upon consumers and allegedly used funds to boost Drake's music stream. Let's not even talk about the gambling. Let's just talk about boosting Drake's music streams, because it was just a few weeks ago he said.
But I guarantee that they I can play it on Spotify real quick. I mean, we'll play it then.
Now, we just was calling Drake the sixth Karen because he had lawyers and he did some stuff we all didn't like, most of us at the very least. So now we got to get him a nickname, okay? So you coming up with cute nicknames, we got to come up with cute nicknames too. You can't be the sixth god anymore, buddy. We got to change your name to the sixth bot. Yeah, you can't be the Champagne Poppy. We gonna call you Champagne Siri. Your whole name got to go. And Aubrey Graham? No, you are Aubrey Scam Likely now. And let me be clear. This is all alleged, okay? So these are jokes. Hey, we just having fun to Drake's lawyers with your dumb ass.
Yeah, this whole situation is wild, but at the end of the day, it's all allegations. Social media runs with jokes and nicknames way faster than facts, and that's what this clip really shows. The stream boosting claim is serious if it's true, but until anything's proven, it's just noise. Drake's been at the top so long that any controversy turns into entertainment instantly. We'll see what actually sticks.
Drake and Aiden Ross were botting. So Drake, Aiden Ross, and Stake just got hit with another lawsuit. This is the third lawsuit against Drake, Stake, and Aiden Ross, and alleged that they're using tips to artificially boost Drizzy's music. Wow. He, Kick, streamer Aiden Ross, and an online gaming platform Stake have reportedly been hit with another class action lawsuit, specifically a federal RICO this time. In addition, through Stake's tipping function, defendants have financed their combined artificial streaming to create fraudulent streams of Drake's music, fabricate popularity, disparage competitors and music label executives, distort recommendation algorithms, and distribute financing for all the foregoing, while concealing the flow of funds. Furthermore, the lawsuit claims that the Toronto superstar knowingly and willingly allowed for his alleged co-conspirators to mass encrypted transfers as giveaways. So all of this that y'all had to say about Doechii botting, all of this industry plant stuff, but it's looking like y'all was the ones that was botting this whole time. Wow.
Drake, Aiden Ross, and Stake US are all facing a RICO case as co-defendants. This is the start to 2026, guys. You heard that right, guys. So Drake himself is getting charged in a RICO case for using Stake's tipping feature to exchange undocumented money between him and Aiden Ross that was ideally used for him to bot his streams and fake popularity. Yeah, this is a big deal. I know a lot of people think, oh, people fake streams every day. That's true, and they could get in a lot of trouble for getting caught for that. But the reason Drake is getting caught in even more trouble and that this is a RICO case is because not only was he faking streams, he was laundering the money that he used to do it through the app Stake. He used the tipping bonus money exchanged between him and Aiden to make these purchases. Allegedly. This is all alleged, but this is what they're saying happened, and this is why they're getting charged. Right here, it says they were fabricating popularity, disparaging competitors, and manipulating the music algorithms. This is what I've been trying to tell people. It happens all the time, even with artists like Lil Baby, Rod Wave, and yes, even the king of rap himself, the one who stands at the top every single year, undefeated in numbers, that's Drake. We'll be exposing more details in this case as it develops, so stay tuned.
Action RICO lawsuit filed against Stake and Drake for promoting a legal online gambling site under the guise of a fake sweepstakes. Drake is also accused of using the platform to artificially inflate play counts of his music. Now, I was able to find the actual lawsuit on Court Listener. It is a real thing. But instead of me reading it line by line, I'm going to read the synopsis given by Daniel Wallach. He's a sports betting and gambling lawyer. He covers all gambling lawsuits, lawsuits against all of these sports betting companies, this, that, and the third. And this was the latest one to come in. So this lawsuit includes Stake, Drake, Aiden Ross, and Win. Now, I believe the Win that they're referring to here is the Asian guy that runs the Academics TV page. Allegedly, I believe that's who they're talking about. I'm not 100% sure. I just want to throw that caveat in there. But I'm going to read what it says. Drake, Ross, and Win have also made use of Stake to directly transfer money between and amongst themselves using Stake's tipping program, an unlimited and wholly unregulated money transmitter that appears to exist outside the oversight of any financial regulator. Through Stake's tipping function, defendants have financed their combined artificial streaming to create fraud.
Yo,
Oh, so if you haven't been paying attention, Drake, Aiden Ross, and Stake are facing a class action lawsuit in Missouri federal court, accusing them of promoting illegal online gambling through Stake and misleading their fans by pretending to gamble with their own money, but using funds allegedly provided by Stake. Yeah, they hit the nail on the coffin with that. I'm not gonna lie. You really think all these people that had gambling deals were gambling with their own money and risking their own bread? Hell no. They were being credited. And their odds, allegedly, were boosted so that you see it, you're like, oh my god, Drake just hit for 1.2 mil on a sports bet. Aiden just played Plinko and he made 2.5 million in 10 minutes. I can do that. And then you go and you put your money down and you lose. These gambling companies are making bread. Like, isn't Stake making like $10 million a day? And I know RainBet is making hella bread too. The money that they're dishing out to these creators is insane. I mean, hey, RainBet, if y'all want to throw me a bag, I'll take a bag. I can't lie. It's not an ethical bag because the way that they make money is from you losing it. You could develop a severe gambling addiction and just continuously keep losing it all, bro. Just like, what's his name, bro? That dude, Togi, who literally built his name by being a degenerate bodybuilder. The difference between you and him is that he was fortunate enough to build a career out of this. You, my friend, you won't be that lucky. Don't you think it's kind of funny that Aiden and Drake kind of distanced themselves from Stake? Now Aiden is with RainBet. Other than that, though, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious.
Drake has been hit with a federal RICO case alongside Stake, the online gambling platform, and Aiden Ross. 2026 starting out spooky. Just to make sure we're clarifying it, it's a federal class action lawsuit that has been reviewed by Complex and filed in Virginia that says that these folks was operating on one of the largest, most profitable illegal online casinos since at least 2022, and that Drake was able to nefariously benefit from all of this online gambling. It alleges that Drake and others named as being used as Stake tipping feature to transfer money amongst themselves, which has then been used to artificially inflate Drake's music streams across major distribution platforms. It's the first of the month. Today's January 1st, and this is what we're waking into? Oh my. Hot new hip hop right here. In addition to those Stakes tipping function, defendants have financed their combined artificial streaming bot to create fraudulent streams of Drake's music, fabricate popularity, disparage competitors and music label execs, distort recommendation algorithms, and distribute financing for all the foregoing while concealing how the flow of funds was happening. It's almost like this lawsuit is everything that he accused Kendrick of being involved in. Am I miscomprehending something? These gambling sites, it's going to be the end to a lot of American families in 2026. I'm talking about happiness, finances, and all the romance. Gone.
Breaking news, Drake is now facing a federal RICO class action lawsuit in New York that could shake the foundation of how streaming numbers are trusted in modern music. Filed on New Year's Eve, the lawsuit alleges that Drake worked with crypto gambling company Stake and streamer Aiden Ross in a coordinated scheme to artificially inflate streams across major platforms like Spotify. According to the complaint, Stake's tipping feature was allegedly used as a financial pipeline, moving large sums of money disguised as giveaways, then routing those funds into automated streaming activity, commonly known as botting. Plaintiffs claim the goal was to fabricate demand, manipulate charts, and game recommendation from the algorithms, while suppressing organic artists and misleading listeners. One example cited a $100,000 tip in 2023, described as a transfer between Drake and Ross. The filing also points to the Drizmas giveaway in December 2024, and even a $220,000 vehicle allegedly gifted to Ross as part of the same pattern. Now, it's important to note no court has ruled on these allegations, and none of the defendants have been found liable. Drake has not commented publicly, but if this case moves forward, it could redefine how money, influence, and metrics collide in the streaming era. Story developing.
If you can believe it, it's Friday night, and here's what happened. Drake, Aiden Ross, and this dude from Australia have been charged with RICO crimes. This is actually like a kind of humiliating story. So Drake and Aiden Ross, who's a big-time streamer, were zealously promoting this online gambling thing called Stake. You may remember Aiden Ross as the guy who did a 90-minute live stream with Donald Trump during the election season and gifted him this custom Cybertruck. Though later, Aiden Ross said he regrets getting into politics because it caused him to be permanently associated with Donald Trump, and he lost over $10 million due to the impact of Trump's tariffs on his portfolio. Anyway, back to the core story. Apparently, Drake and Aiden Ross and this dude from Australia were using a tipping feature to fund fraudulent streams of Drake's music on Spotify. They are alleged to have used money from this online casino to artificially inflate the popularity of Drake's music. At this point, it is all allegations, and neither Drake nor Stake Casino has responded to the lawsuit. I don't really know much about Drake or Aiden Ross, but does it sound like this is something that these guys would do? I mean, like, if you're a fan or if you're a hater of either one of these two, is this something that they would do? Use money to inflate their popularity? And if Drake did do this, like, that is humiliating, dude. In other news, the Trump administration tried to say today that employment for, quote, native-born workers is way up. But according to their very own statistics from the Bureau of Labor, unemployment is higher among native-born workers than it was a year ago. And the last time that unemployment was so high for these, quote, native-born workers was the last time Donald Trump was president. Now, we kind of have to give this a pass a little bit because this was during the COVID time. Joe Biden left office with the unemployment rate for native-born workers at 3.9%, and it is now up to 4.3%. In Department of Defense news, the Trump administration said that if Iran tries to fight back protesters, they would send American troops in to protect the protesters. And Iran responded by saying that U.S. troops are legitimate targets for them. And we know they can do it because just this past June, Iran struck the U.S. air base in Qatar after the U.S. bombed some Iranian nuclear facilities. A former New York Times editor says that the paper's anti-trans slant came directly from the top, and that top brass at the New York Times allegedly saw doing anti-trans reporting as a little bit of a political project, something that the hard right would like, something that the Trump campaign might like. New York Times is looking real yikes right now, what with David Brooks being involved in the Epstein files and then writing articles saying that the Epstein files should be dropped, and now allegations that they were willing to throw trans people under the bus to try and, like, please the Trump administration. The gray lady is not looking good. Then again, they do seem to kind of turn a corner when they get called out. I mean, they just published this, an in-depth call out as to how Trump was responsible for the January 6th attack. So, I don't know. Weird news night.
Drake kicked off his new year with a lawsuit against him that makes him one of the biggest hypocrites ever, and the group suing him has all the receipts. Both Drake and Aiden Ross are being sued by a group of people in Virginia for allegedly creating a scheme that took all their gambling winnings from the website Stake, and they paid a bunch of bots to artificially boost and stream Drake's catalog, and they've got all the personal communication to prove this thing. The lawsuit says that Drake and Aiden used their celebrity status to lure people into using the gambling website, all the while secretly moving all that money through the back door using the website's tipping feature. It's like creating an unregulated money pipeline that transfers that money directly to the promoters. The craziest part is that the person suing him says that he was the broker of all of this. They paid him money, he turned it into cryptocurrency, and then used that money to create paid clipping campaigns to boost all of Drake's numbers on his big clipping accounts. All the public posts and leaked communications show that person handling all this money with a campaign that goes all the way back to 2022 when this allegedly started.